How y'all doing? This video gonna be about old Busta Rhymes saying that African American culture has no culture and that hip hop was created by Latinos. And my reaction is he's from the islands. And I'm gonna tell you a story about the island folks. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. They look like us, sound like us, and take on our mannerisms. However, quite a few of them, though, despise us. And when I say us, I'm talking about black folks. They could be some of the most self hating folks you encounter. I used to have a hairdresser a long time ago. Braided my hair, gave a brother a hookup. And she was fly. She was also like a stereotype because she had 5 different jobs: part time college teacher, parent, stripper, bank teller, do hair. But anyway, we sat down one day and she was doing my hair. And she said to me, she said, "You're African Americans or something else." And so, first of all, off the bat, when you start putting y'all, I'm like, well, you might be darker than me, but we both get in the car ride and the 50 pull us over. They going to say both of us hit the ground. But she said, "Y'all resilient, but y'all, how y'all are." And I looked at that woman and it was never the same again. Now, mind you, she was hooking my braids up and gave me a fucking homeboy discount, but still, I said, with all due respect, do you understand the conditions? African American culture has revolutionized this culture. Now, spend more money than everybody, waste more money than everybody, and don't unite. Before people get mad with Asian community, Korean community, East Indian community, like other communities, if we all got into a apartment, 3 bedroom apartment together and put 10 of us in there and put our money together, we'd own this country. I always say black folks came together 50%. They'd have to give you reparations. They'd have to fly you back to Africa, wherever you wanted to go, passport or not, because they couldn't deal with you psychologically, spiritually, financially if you worked together. But we don't. But to hear this turkey who's benefit off of hip hop culture, been in movies, been making music, started for Leaders of New School, worked with Tribe Called Quest, solo career, etc., then ran the gamut, he's kissing the white man's ring. He's kind of like Terry Crews. Because I remember that interview he did with Clive Davis where he talked about the man didn't know no music and he was all gushing and golly gee. I know he's a sellout and he's one of those types, you know, people let that happen. Then he wants to talk about Latinos having to say the culture. Well, hip hop was created back in Africa with the drums. This ignorant turkey who don't know nothing about no music don't know the truth. African drums are created in all forms of music. I tell Busta Rhymes, why don't you go get in touch with Carlos Santana and let him peep you to the real game? We ain't gonna talk about the Bronx. We're gonna talk about the motherland on those ships that sailed across the sea. The drums were the tribes, and they kept communication alive. Industry plants and sell out shuffling, buffling coonery like Busta Rhymes is a dime a dozen. And it's no different than Nicki Minaj trash like that. They've said some Cardi B. They use black culture. It's a masking of acting like Akon's behind. I respect people's hustle. Get your bag, get in how you fit in. What they always do is once they get in, it's like they spies and agents. That's why hip hop is one of the greatest destroyers of true music making, because what it has done is created more acting than they already have in Hollywood. You get a script, you get a routine, we put you in your suit, you work them streets, and you come back and bring us some good money, boy or girl, depends. That's what they do. And you pop off and say this yang when you not would have not popped off and said this yang 25 years ago when you were in higher learning with Ice Cube. Uh-huh. See, I don't call it like what I see it. Or when you was trying to get your spit game and you was working with Janet Jackson and Mariah Carey and you were trying to croon and sing. You use Black America to get what you got. But now you don't cross the you got Sprite commercials. I know about Buster. And I ain't shocked or surprised. But I find it insulting that black folks would still tolerate this turkey, because that's the biggest sellout, embarrassing. He's in the Terry Crews Hall of Fame, Herschel Walker Hall of Fame, except he considers himself an immigrant. He don't consider himself like us. So he wants to be like that. Okay. He's new black or so however you want to call it. I'm for everybody getting their credit, and different cultures of music contribute. But make no mistake about it. When you think of hip hop, you think of black music. Africa, the beats, predates. And to see this turkey come out and do what he says, well, he shows you what he thinks about it. It's another spy to the game. Please hit like, subscribe, and welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And I always said that Busta Rhymes was like an energy bar rapper anyway. Had a lot of energy, and he could spit a bit, but he wasn't memorable. But to say all this shows you he's a sellout, but he's just in face and color. That's all. He is a sellout and an embarrassment, but people will tolerate him because he know how to play the good boy role. And he basically is pulling his Clarence Thomas agenda. I'm out.